Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own gummy candy. So I have two recipes. The first one is kind of the classic gummy bear recipe, and then the second one is more related to a gumdrop. And you can even pack these up all nice and give them away as your Valentine's Day goodies. So for our first recipe, which is for the record my favorite one, you're going to be needing 1 small packet of any flavored gelatin, 2 small envelopes of unflavored gelatin, and then 1/3 cup of water. You could use any flavored gelatin that you wanted, but since this is Valentine's Day, I chose a red one. And this also goes for your molds where you're going to be making them in. I found my tiny heart-shaped molds at Party City. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pour your 3 ingredients into a small pot or saucepan, whatever you want to call it. So just add everything in there and make sure you don't pour anything out of the pan, because I did that and then I had to stop recording and clean everything up. Yeah, funny story. So once everything is in your pot, you're going to stir it very gently so nothing falls out once again, and then you're just going to let that set for 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes are up, you're going to turn your heat on your stove on around medium heat, and then you're just going to stir this and make sure nothing sticks until everything is melted and all of the little crystals it formed are gone. A little slow-mo action for you. So once everything is nice and melted, you're going to pour it into a cup where you can measure it, no, not measure it, where you can pour it easily, because we're going to be pouring it into our molds next. So what I did before I did this is I put a little bit of coconut oil into the molds because I knew this was going to stick. So make sure you grease up your molds before you pour your mixture in, because it's just going to make it so much easier once you have to take them out. So just make sure you pour into your molds and kind of tap it gently to make sure you don't have any air bubbles. And once you are done pouring, you're just going to let it get cold. You don't have to put it in the fridge or anything like that. You're just going to let it set. It will cool by itself, and once it is cool, it will be gummy candy. Mind blown. It's like magic, you guys, I swear. So once you're about 30 minutes is how long mine took to set. Once that time is up, you're just going to pop them out. And if you did grease them like I did, it will come out very easily. It's actually very fun and satisfying to pull these out. Is that weird? Probably is. If you're gonna try any of these recipes out for the first time, I recommend this one because they are so easy and so cute and so good. I'm in love with these. So for the second recipe, which is the gumdrops, you are going to be needing 2 more envelopes of your unflavored gelatin, applesauce, sugar, 1 pack of flavored gelatin, and about 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And to shape these, I just used little tiny heart-shaped cookie cutters. So first of all, I added 1.5 cups of sugar into my pot, then I added 1.5 cups of applesauce, then I added about 1 teaspoon of my lemon juice in there, and then I added my 2 unflavored gelatin little envelopes, and last but not least, I added in my 6-ounce package of strawberry flavored Jell-O. Well, that was a mouthful. So after that, I stirred gently, and then I let this one sit for about 1 minute. So after your minute is up, you're going to want to turn on your stove once again on medium heat, and then you're just going to stir this until it starts boiling. So once it is completely boiling, and I mean like rolling boiling, you're just going to leave it on for 1 minute and make sure you never stop stirring because it's just going to make a mess. So after that 1 minute, you're just going to pour it into a greased lined baking pan and make sure it's greased, because if not, it's going to be messy. So once you have poured it, make sure you let it set for a little bit so it's not too hot when you put it in your fridge. So I left mine in overnight, but you could just leave it in for 3 hours. So after you take it out of the fridge, this is what it should look like. And now, are you guys ready for the fun part? Because this isn't the fun part. I was being sarcastic because it's a pain in the butt to take this off. So you just need to be really patient and kind of unstick. I guess it's kind of fun if you look at it from a different perspective, but it took me a while, but I got there. So now you're just going to grab your cookie cutter, whichever shape you want, and you're just going to start popping out shapes out of this big sticky sheet of delicious sugar, because that is exactly what it is. So it takes a while to kind of pop everything out, and that sounds weird, but after you have, you're just going to line that same sheet that you cut them out on with a bunch of sugar, and you're just going to roll these in sugar and have a lot of fun, because this is actually very stress relieving. So once you have rolled all your little heart shapes in sugar, you are done. Voila! I decided to not dip all of mine in sugar so they would kind of look different. But you can do whatever you want. And if you want to give these away to your friends, now is the time to decorate with any cute things you may have. So I picked up treat bags, stickers, and kind of tie thingies to make them nice and festive for Valentine's Day. So I just put a few gummies into each bag. You can get creative and kind of personalize these to your taste and in any way that you want to give them to your friends. So you can really just do anything. I decided I would tie some of mine up with the little ties that I got, and then I also used stickers to close some of them as well. So that is it for this how-to video. If you guys make these, make sure you have a lot of fun with it and you send me any pictures of your completed treats. I send a million extra special Valentine's Day kisses your way, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!